Yeah, what it is, YouTube. Got some bad news, man. Before I talk, like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, good looking. Man, Elijah Graham, 18-year-old, playing football for his high school, Mervo, Baltimore City Public School, playing against Dunbar, had complications on the field September 18th. Brain trauma, they said organ failure, and this led up to the weeks of, him actually being in the hospital. They rushed him straight to the hospital off the field straight to the hospital. And he actually passed October 11th. Was going to school for photography. Good kid. I know they didn't expect to lose him to no health issue. That's sad. It's unfortunate that a lot of kids these days is actually passing from being in the streets. He passed from doing something that he loved. And that makes it extra sad. He was rushed to Maryland University Medical Center downtown. He was there for a couple of weeks. Say he had organ failure, brain trauma. That touched my heart when I heard it, because it was like, he 18, he's about to graduate. He at the peak of his life, and here it is, he was just playing sports. He wasn't shy, he wasn't nothing like that. It's just like, it would still hurt even if it was the same thing, but it's like him doing nothing but just being a good kid. Stand out the way. And then he comes from Baltimore City, you see what I'm saying? I'm from the deep part of the city, where I know about these schools. Lake Clifton, Thurgood Marshall, Dunbar, City, Poly, Mervo, Patterson. So it's like when you hear about stuff like this and it's part of my city, and you see that more than likely, because he grew up on the northeast side. I grew up from the east side, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, more than likely, he didn't run into some friends where they passed before 18 years old. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, just hearing that, I know nobody probably expected it. I didn't know him. It's just that, the news, just hearing about it and just reading about it. I read about all types of stuff. But this one in particularly was just like, man, ain't nobody talk about it either. It's crazy. Why? Why? Because he ain't gangbanging. He ain't drug dealing. You gotta understand, man. He wasn't doing nothing but nothing. Just doing what he loved for real. Just being on the field, wide receiver number 7. His team spoke out about it. School spoke out about it. And they tweeted about it, saying how they, just having hard times right now. And how they just praying for the family. And the same for me. Hope y'all just praying for the family. I'm praying for the family. Young kid. And he didn't even get to graduate yet. He was on the verge of graduating. His senior, this is last year. So, condolences. Pretty sure they're going to give his diploma to his mom or his father. Next is kin, whoever's around. But it's like, it said that he couldn't get it in his own hand. Happened October. He passed October 11th. His sister spoke, not sister, excuse me, his aunt spoke out and said her nephew gained his wings. And it was like, I don't know. It was even more sad when I read that. Because it's like, ain't nobody, they really just talking about prom, homecoming. They were just talking about different little things for real. People talk about different little things, and then you just see a rest in peace in front of somebody's name. I'm pretty sure y'all get what I'm saying. And he young. Like, that's crazy. But hey, family, be safe out there. Stay dangerous. Play it smart. Check on your family, man. Take your kids to the doctor, man. It ain't his family fault or nothing like that, but, you know what I mean? People just gotta make sure that everything is up to date, because, like me, my family ain't really, my mother and my father ain't really make sure my immunizations and all of that was up to par going to school when I was a kid, you know what I mean? So it's like, we don't know the situation, but I'm saying, though, it's a lot of things that's developing as kids get older. A lot of things is happening as kids get older. You see what I'm saying? So y'all just gotta make sure y'all stay on top of it. You know what I mean? Like, comment, subscribe, man. Alright.